And we just waiting for something better, something good. Master Lama, how you doing? It's so
I'm
nice
doing.
to have you here again.
Oh, it's an honor to be
Thank you
with you,
for coming.
sister.
Thank you
Well,
for
honored to
coming.
be here.
I love the way you put your hands. That's the way it has to be. Do it again.
Yeah, I'm doing it again. Mickey Mouse.
Oh, I want that. I don't care the dark
Right.
things about Disney. I love the
Oh, well,
this. You know,
it's
I love the spirit. The spirit.
absolutely,
The,
absolutely. How can you not be a child and go to
oh,
Disney? And Jesus said we have to stay as little children, yes?
yes, it
Enter
is.
the kingdom of heaven, right?
I enjoy
Well,
everything.
I'll tell your audience, took my family and we were down there for 3 or 4 days and we had the best time. My granddaughter, first time for her, she's 2, she was there. And we had all 3 of my sons there. And it was 8 of us totally that was there. And it was funny how the Holy Spirit worked it out. So, they're still doing a little bit of COVID regulations, mask sometimes, mask not sometimes. Oh, we can't sit all of y'all together. And every time we went into
Yes,
the restaurant, we preset the reservation.
yes.
They looked at me and I did a little Obi Kenobi on them. Of course you can sit us. And they said, yeah, we can sit all 8 of you together. So we all 8 of us sat together every meal. It was great. We stayed at the Contemporary Hotel. When Disney opened in 1971, the Lama was 15 years old. Dad was having a convention in the Contemporary, and we actually, so I said, so this is not only Disney's 50th year anniversary, this was the Lama going to Disney's 50th anniversary. So that was special. And then I had my granddaughter who was there having her first Disney experience. So think about all the different traditions that were going on, right? And it was just it was absolutely beautiful. We had the greatest time, and we got to go into the Beauty and the Beast new castle, which was beautiful. And we ate in the castle, and it was so elegant. It was like French elegancy, right? It was just beautiful.
Don't you feel like one of those kings, like, oh my goodness. Every time when I go there, I feel like a Cinderella. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
just
of
that
course you would have to. I
I
mean,
love it. I really love it.
I do too. Nobody does it better than Disney. I don't care what people say. Nobody does it better
It
than
made you go back to that time when you were, like I want to see Mickey Mouse and
Nikki,
everything.
you have to love it. So we're there Halloween weekend. I had never been there Halloween weekend before, right?
Oh my God.
So it's all, you can imagine, nobody decorates like Disney does, right?
Nobody decorated like Disney.
And all the Halloween, it's beautiful. So Halloween Day, we're in Epcot in all the countries, and it's Halloween. Yeah. Everybody's wearing costumes. It's just, it's like Mardi Gras, right? It's just beautiful, right? Yeah. And so the next day, we had just been to the Magic Kingdom the day before on the 30th. So we come back on All Souls Day, November the 1st, back to the Magic Kingdom. Guess what? In 24 hours, they had taken down all of the Halloween decoration, and now it's all decorated for Christmas. Oh, it was amazing what they can do in 24 hours. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, amazing.
In there when all the fireworks are going up.
Absolutely. Oh, the new fireworks in Epcot, everybody has to see it. Unbelievable. Laser shows, unbelievable. It's a brand new show. It's to celebrate the 50th year of Disney. It's beautiful.
You got it.
Well, of course, when we're talking about fireworks and lasers, I mean, and most of his life, I saw him very, very stressful, but every Christmas, I always saw the best in him. He was like a Santa Claus, and every Christmas, I saw the best in him. And I just think, Christmas. See, I see the celebration. People cry and they want, oh, it's too materialistic, Lama. It's too many lights. I'm sorry, I don't see it that way. I see it as a reflection of heaven. That's
Yeah,
how I see it.
you're right. Thank you so much, because that's the way that I feel. Same thing here.
Yeah,
Because people say, okay, I got it. I got it. Halloween and
right,
Christmas, they had the dark part, but
right,
we are the
right.
light.
That's right.
We are the light. We don't
Hmm.
care about the dark part. We know that when you got a candy for the children, for the
Yeah,
kids, it's a right candy. We don't going to poison the kids. The same thing, and when you go to Disney,
right.
it, to me it's the same thing. I'm going to enjoy and have
How
so
can
much fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
how can something be negative when it brings out the childlike spirit in you, right?
Oh,
How could it be
please.
negative? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
no.
It,
At all.
it's
Yeah.
not. So I'm sorry. We get to choose what we believe. We get to
Yes.
choose what we feel. Yes, and so I'm just going to feel childlike when I'm in Disney. I feel so at home. I feel so much like the Lama. He is just, I'm 6 years old again.
Thank you for share such a beautiful time, because I love Disney. And now I gotta tell you something much better. Colombia, my country,
I
my
love it.
born.
Tell me about
Well,
Colombia.
Colombia, Disney just pulled out this beautiful movie called Mi Encanto. I can't even tell you what is Mi Encanto. Mi Encanto is my beautiful. There's so many
Oh, I'm so
definition.
excited that they're doing a
It's
Latino
it's
movie.
and you
I'm
know
real
what?
excited about that.
Colombia is one of those countries that been suffering through
Oh,
all
sure.
50 years ago,
Oh, yeah.
through the cartel, the drug
Sure.
dealers, all that stuff,
Exactly.
and people has been dying so much in a different ways, in terrible situation. And now we have, you bring it up to me and I gotta take it out. Mi encanto. Let's
Right.
show the beautiful things of my country. And
Isn't that beautiful?
oh, come on.
Disney, nobody can do that better than Disney. I saw that in Milan. I mean, the movie
Oh,
Milan, was
okay.
that not
Which is
great?
beautiful.
No, nobody can do that like Disney.
Nobody,
I mean,
nobody
they
can do it like
they
Disney.
they're amazing, and I'm so happy that Disney has gotten behind a Latino movie with a
Yes.
Latino origin. Bless their hearts for doing that.
Yeah, for real.
My hats to them for doing that.
So
That's it.
we had to celebrate. We have a lot of things to celebrate. Even
Of
they
course
bring,
you do.
you
The
know,
Spanish heritage is beautiful. We were in. I do not live far from St. Augustine,
oh,
right? And
yes.
so once a month we go to St. Augustine. But in the last couple of weeks, I've taken several people to St. Augustine. You're going to love this. One of our favorite restaurants is the Columbia, right?
Yes.
And if anybody knows anything about the Columbia restaurant in Florida, it started in 1905. The family started it originally from Colombia, right? And it's a
Yes.
combination of Spanish and Cuban food, and it's absolutely wonderful food.
Yes.
Wonderful food.
Yes.
And the waitresses, the self-esteem of the waitresses is unbelievable. Food, the salad, the rice, the food, I just love it. And it's amazing. So we were down there.
Yes.
And as people don't know the real story of the founding of this country, there's a certain amount of people who thinks that this country, started in Pennsylvania with Plymouth Rock, and they don't know that the true origin of this country was Spanish heritage in St. Augustine 450 years ago, and that Spanish Catholics, not Protestants, Spanish Catholics walked on American soil first. That's what they needed. That is the real story. And when you're in St. Augustine, you see all the Spanish architect, the basilica over 250 years old, all Spanish. Everywhere you look, you see Spanish, right? And people need to know that that is the original early origin of the USA. It's not Protestant, it was Spanish Catholic. That's the way it was. That's the true story. And this beautiful city, over 450 years old, it's beautiful. And it's right down the street. When I go down there, I feel
Yes,
like I'm transformed, Nikki, in another world.
that's right. So
Beautiful.
many flavors.
Some of the best Spanish, French food. They have French restaurants,
Yes,
unbelievable.
yes,
Italian restaurants. And St. Augustine, it's a little bit like Epcot. It's a little bit like the World Showcase,
yes.
but 450 years old,
Wow.
with
Unbelievable.
all of this tradition and
Yes.
all this heritage is beautiful. And it's the city of lights. All the Christmas lights are up. There's 10, 20,000 Christmas lights up in St. Augustine. Beautiful.
Oh my
Beautiful.
God. I love it. What we expect for the next year, Master Lama?
I tell you, I want to
Tell
share
me.
with you, and then maybe we get back real soon and we talk about this more, right? But I want people to understand, I believe that this is one of the most important Christmases we've ever had. I believe that in the next 9 to 12 years, what happens is going to be really, really, really powerful. I believe that the world is waking up to the fact that when Jesus was born, a lot of people know the basic reasons he's born, but there's a deeper story about why he was born and why he was sent, and that is the true meaning of Advent. And that true meaning of Advent was, so scripture says that Jesus was first woken by spirit. Think about that. First woken by spirit. So he's our older brother. He's our spiritual model, and feel about the older brother of your family and how important that is, because he's kind of like the second father, right? And he wants to be the example. So God, the Father, Abba, decides, I'm going to send my firstborn child. Think about it. I'm going to send my firstborn child, and I'm going to have him walk in a way that I want each one of you, male and female, to him to be the example of that. I believe in this Christmas, I want everyone to pray that the Christ child is born in their hearts, and that the Christ child is evolving inside of them to make them the most perfect person that he can make them. And the next 9 to 12 years, that Christ child's going to mature inside of you, and it's going to guide you for your divine mission that God the Father, Abba, sent you here to do. And that mission is so important, and only you can do that mission. No one else can do it, and he has marked you as a special part of his family. That's what I feel, and that's what I see, sister.
I think that's the most beautiful gift the human can receive after all the pain, and sorrow that we've been living 2 years, the last 3 years. I would say that I feel like
he's coming.
Something
he's
is
coming
changing.
to liberate us.
Yes.
I feel his spirit, love upon us all. And that I want people to to use their prayer beads more, to pray for his coming. And I want them to, at least once a week, I want them to pray in a mirror, and I want them to speak their prayers loud so God the Father can hear them. They can hear what they're saying. And I want them to feel empowered. We're moving into the Chinese zodiac this coming year, called the water tiger. We're moving from the sign of the bull to the sign of the water tiger. Oh. And the tiger, think about the cat family for a minute, right? It's a known fact. When I was in India, they had what they called the Bengal tiger. And the Bengal tiger is massive, Nikki, has this incredible big shoulders. You know,
Yes.
they're 6 to 1,200 pounds when they're full grown, but they are absolutely gorgeous. They're
Wow.
yellow, orange with these black stripes around them, just absolutely gorgeous. Now, watch this. When this Bengal tiger comes around a spiritual person who has calm energy, this massive animal becomes like a kitty cat. It just wants to snuggle with you. It comes up, it rubs you. It's a known fact that the original founder of Hatha Yoga was seen riding a side saddle on a massive Bengal tiger in and out of the forest on a regular basis because he had so much control of the elements, and they felt nothing but peace and love coming from his heart. But watch the other side of the tiger. When the tiger comes around someone who feels fear or someone who wants to aggress some brother or sister in a way, that tiger turns into the tiger. And that tiger doesn't want to rip them apart. What the tiger really wants to do, the tiger hates fear, Nikki, and it wants to tear the fear out of that person. So it literally goes after the fear, right? So it goes from kitty cat to this wild tiger, but it's based on its surroundings.
Wow.
And it doesn't need to be led. It's a leader already. So it leads its own way. And because the element of this year is the element of water, think of movement, moving forward, not sitting still. And so the water tiger is going to be big. Let me tell people that the numbers this year, your lucky numbers this year are going to be 3 and 9, right? And the colors are going to be green and gold, right? Think about that. Green and
Yes.
gold, right?
Yes.
And it's going to be an incredible year, Nikki, of prosperity. 2022. And you heard it from the Lama first. It's going to be a great year of prosperity.
Amen, Master Lama. We need to hear you. Did you hear, people? That's what we needed. Peace and love, happiness.
Peace and love.
That's what we needed.
We need it.
Yeah.
And I want people, you know, New Year's come, a lot of people make a New Year resolution. Like, I want to improve this. I want to improve that. Maybe I want to lose a little weight. Maybe I want to make some investments to get ahead. What we tell people to do, Nikki, is go to Rasaji.com, RSSAJI. And now we have our 45-day challenge for free. It's free to the public.
Good.
It doesn't cost them a penny.
You don't have to pay anything. It doesn't cost any penny. Come on, guys. You got to click it up and learn. And learn. Be blessed.
This year, all year, it's going to be free, Nikki, for 2022.
Wow. Master Lama. Yes. I think that in this wake up, people need more love, more energy, more prayers, more forgiveness.
And they need to trust in God to live a balanced life this year, Nikki. And part of that is they've got to spend time with their God.
Yes.
And show him respect. And the best way to show any person you love is by spending time. God values your time is the highest commodity. Wow. He values. And so he wants us to spend time with our families and create that balance this year, because he wants to bring the family back. The way that we resurrect this country, the way that we resurrect this world is going to be through the family. If it happens, it's going to happen through the family. So the Holy Family is trying to teach us, yes?
God is unique, is the one, is the creator, is the source. There's nothing over on top of God. Aliens and dark sides, God is for real, guys. Master Lama, te deseo una feliz Navidad.
Merry Christmas to
Merry Christmas
you
and a Happy New Year
and
to you and your
and to
family.
your audience. And we will be back together soon, Sister Nikki, for sure.
Thank you. You know that we love you, and a lot of my people love you, and they say, I love Master Lama. So they see you and they love you.
We are brothers and sisters of the same one God.
Yes.
There's no male, no female in God. There's no black, no white, or red or yellow in God. There's only God. And we are all his family. And we're extensions of each other. If I try to hurt you, it's foolish. I would be hurting my own self.
There you go. Master Lama, you are the best. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. In Spanish, we can say, Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad para todo el mundo. Happy New Year. Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year. And have a blessed Christmas to all your family and to all your siblings, and get together this year more than ever before. Forget your differences, put them aside, go up and hug your mother. If she's still in the earth, you're blessed. If your father's in the earth, you're blessed. If your brothers and sisters are here, you're blessed. Go up, forget the differences, forget the pain, grab each other, hug each other, tell them that you love them. Because
when they pass, we don't have time anymore. So
well, it could be tomorrow. You never know. It could be tomorrow.
It can be tomorrow.
This might be. I want everybody to love each other as if it's the last Christmas. You have to understand, you never know. See the living Christ, not the dead Christ, the living Christ and everyone. Baraka Bashai, may the blessings be.
You have no gift.
No gift. I am
Boy! Our house. An old magical